Gun review. Gun review. Gun review. Gun review. Gun review. Hello YouTube, welcome to my new show, Gun Review. So this is where I'll be reviewing guns, airsoft guns. So, hope you like this. This is just honest opinion. This is my opinion, and a little bit of facts in there about the gun and what I think of it. All these guns I have used in airsoft games. I'm not going to review a gun that I have not used, so I'm going to start out today with my first AEG, the Lancer Tactical LT-19 Carbine M4. Carbine, whatever you want to call it. So, to start it out, it is all polymer. So I'll tell you what is polymer. Everything's polymer except what I'm about to tell you. Dust cover. Get back in there. Get back in there. Mag release button. Not the thing on this side, only the button. Trigger guard. This screw thing. Sling holder, or sling connector. Yeah, sling connector. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Fire selector switch, and inner and outer barrel. The inner barrel on this is not stock. I've changed it. So, let's move from the front of the gun down. So, it does come with a 14mm negative thread. It does have the orange tip that you must put on, that is federally mandated, but I have taken that off with some mashko and put on a mock suppressor. But so this key mod rail is polymer. Everything on the every Picatinny rail on this can be moved around, except for the top one. This is part of the structural integrity of the actual gun. So, as you can see, I used I used my left rail from my left and kept it on there. Put a sling connector. The bottom rail, I moved the one key mod or key thing back and put a bipod on it because this thing is a low enough FPS out of my field to be able to consider it a machine gun. I moved the right side Picatinny rail and moved it right here to put a vertical foregrip on here. You can buy metal ones that would fit a key mod rail. I have not because I'm a poor. So moving down, you must note though that it is polymer. It can crack. It's probably going to move. Be careful if you're using a foregrip on this. Moving down, we get the upper receiver of the gun. This is all polymer, but it is strong. I've dropped it many times, left it in the mud, and yeah, it's still there. You got your so let's go down to the internals and the upper receiver. So let's start with the gearbox. It is a full metal gearbox, which is pretty nice because the gun is about $140. It is kind of a cheaper outside, but you do get a nice inside. Like it seems like they did a good job with the inside. So it's a good gun. It's pretty durable for a $150 gun. The hop up. So the hop up, that red thing right there, is pretty decent. It can hop up. I've been able to hop pretty decently 0.32 gram BBs. I normally use those if it's windy outside, but normally I use 0.28. So normally with the it is a nice hop up system. It is identical to the one on my $200 416 that doesn't work and stuff. But yeah. So let's move down to the magazine. It comes with a 300 round Lancer Tactical high cap magazine. This is pretty decent. It is high cap, so you're going to get a rattling around noise. Kind of inevitable with a high cap. You can always put a mid cap but just note the gun is kind of picky. If you want to try to put one of these, the gun normally likes, for some reason, Lancer Tactical high caps and Elite Force mid caps and high caps. I don't know, those just stick in the gun better. However, though, you got to be careful if you're going to use one of these G&G things or whatever from another company. You're going to stick it in and you think, oh, that's fine and dandy, but then you're going to move it around and then you're going to like whack your hand again. It's going to fall out. See, look, I'm not even going to touch the mag release. It's going to be like, oh, look at me, look at me. Oh, yes, oh, and then it falls out. If I put this magazine from Lancer Tactical in at the same strength, it sticks pretty well. It's not going to fall out, even if I run my hand against it. This will fall out, however. What is nice about it, but it can if you give it a little bit of force, just be careful because it's plastic. Get in there, Jeffrey. It will stick, which is nice because, well, you don't get the rattling noise when you're moving around, when you're carrying it around. So, if you look at the internals, it doesn't, it is a pretty good, it is durable enough, it's a good beginner gun. Now let's move down to the foregrip. The nice thing about this pistol grip, though, is it does have a nice diamond cutout grip on it, if you know what I mean, which is pretty nice. If you're going to like use it in, like when it's wet, like I did last video. The fire selector switch is safe, or semi, and full. It is made out of metal, which is nice, and you can make it on the right side of the gun for ambidextrous shooting. I am right-handed. This is the weirdest thing I ever felt holding it this way. Yeah. So moving down to the stock of the gun. So, the stock main rail, whatever you want to call it, is polymer. So you got to be careful if you're going to. Why would you smash some guy's faces? Don't smash some guy's face with this. Number one, it'll get you kicked off the field. Number two, it's not nice. And number three, stock won't even really handle it that well because it is polymer. So be careful in dropping it. It can break on the stock. So the stock is adjustable, and the batteries sit inside. Batteries going here, pretty good. You know, that's all fine and dandy. You got it has a Tamiya connector, and one thing I must note though is this thing comes out kind of easily. My airsoft video, I fell so hard, title, I fell so hard, I fell, and this right out, and I had to look for it for like 15 minutes after, in the middle of a paintball game, so I had to have the dead rag on my head, and the paintballers asking why I was holding a pistol on my vest. It would be very nice. So, it does come with a 9.7 volt nunchuck nickel metal hydrate nunchuck battery. That is, I do like nickel metal hydrate, that's kind of what I got first, so I kind of use it, and yeah. But you can put people have recommended putting a 7.4 volt LiPo battery in here, also nunchuck. So, it is a good beginner gun. I had this thing for almost a year. It does work pretty well. It shoots around 370 to 390 FPS. This is a lot at most US fields have the limit is 400 FPS. So and it hurts a lot. So pretty much, yeah, if you're a noob or you just want any gun really to have fun with in your backyard, it is about $150. You can get it on Modern Airsoft. Sadly, you can't get it on e-bike, but you can get it on Amazon and Airsoft GI. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like it, and see me in the next gun review. This is the first of a series. Hope you like it. And sorry for this will get better as it goes. Thanks for watching.
I'm blue, I've been beat, I've been died, I've been